Stay strong, Wayne. You got this. Ooh, target practice. Ooh. Leo lowered his gun and looked at the bullet holes in the silhouette target. The restaurant they were hiding in may have been a restaurant above ground, but apparently wasn't that underground. It had a small weapons storage house, along with a shooting range. After getting Lee's permission, Leo had started practicing here. Yeah, no one hears the fucking gunshots? You're really good with the gun too, aren't you, Leo? It's not the only thing I'm good with. Anyone can get good with practice. You think even I could do it? You want to learn how to shoot? Yeah. I've always been being protected by other people. If I could shoot guns too, then I might have been able to save Wayne and Claudia too. A hard, determined glint lay in Rose's eyes. Oh yeah. If Leo refused, she'd probably try to teach herself on her own. If I refused and you started touching things yourself, you might lose a finger. Guess I'll teach you step by step. Thank you. However, I'd like you to promise me one thing. Promise you? Promise me you'll never even think about fighting alone. We fire our guns to protect you, Rose. In the same way you should use your gun to protect yourself. If you use learning how to shoot as a reason to leap to your own death, that defeats the whole purpose. Never fight alone. If you can promise me that, I'll teach you. However, if you break that promise... If I break it? I get to have you to myself for one night. You're lady of the evening, aren't you? Don't get all red. I really hate jokes like that. Have your spirits finally risen a bit? I've been in high spirits the whole time. I can't keep sitting around while Rose and Wayne and Claudia are being held. Leo had the same desire to save Wayne and Claudia as soon as possible. However, they didn't have any information at the moment. They could only wait here. That didn't mean they had to sit around doing nothing, though. Sure, I'll teach you. Thank you. I hope you break your promise. It was the first time Rose had ever even touched a gun. And he saw her timidly touch it. Leo felt his heart hurt slightly, as though he was stealing her virginity. It's a big gun. However, no one can remain a child forever. Children don't need to fire guns, because adults use guns to protect them. Once you've decided to protect someone else, you can't remain a child anymore. She was trying to become a full adult, with a full adult's ideals. It's not as though guns are only used for shooting people. Shooting in someone's general direction can make them pull back their head as you escape. It's a fine way to use a gun. I mean, yeah, people generally duck. So guns can be used for more than killing people. That's right, you can even shoot towards your enemies to get their attention, save your friends in a pinch. You can even save people with guns? That's right. I've always thought guns as something filthy. Each time you pull the trigger, someone loses their life. So on the inside, I might have felt contempt for all people who use guns. You aren't wrong there. Anyone who treats a gun like a toy isn't to be trusted. However, by pulling the trigger, guns also have the power to save people. When it comes down to it, guns are tools. If a crazy person holds it, it can become an accursed tool. However, if a holy lady takes it with justice and conviction, it can become a tool to protect the peace. A lady of the evening. I could never become a holy lady. Yes, you can. You already are. However, if it's to protect the people who believed in me, I have a responsibility to keep them safe. Today I'll learn how to use a gun to protect my friends and countrymen. God, she can fucking shoot me. Feels like someone should start throwing confetti and celebrating. Pop off, Rose. Yes! Yeah, go Rose! God, I wish you'd fucking shoot me. Honest to God. Wish. She looks great, by the way. Absolutely love her. Ooh. I wasn't ready to actually do this. Fuck. It's still really short. Ah! Oh no. Yay. Ace Striker. Fuck. To step forward into a new self, Rose pulled the trigger over and over again. Even so, it seemed she couldn't wipe away all the disgust she felt for guns in general. Well, because she wouldn't... Her mindset of it, like, it would have to change, like, in the process of using it. To Leo, it didn't look like someone trying to get used to guns, but someone preparing to dirty her hands using guns. It was a ceremony to defile the self that had never held a gun before. The men should have been the ones carrying the guns, so that women didn't have to. But maybe this was just an excuse from before the war. Perhaps it was a remnant of male supremacy. Yes, that is actually what it is. This was a new era. An era where women would dirty their hands to clear a path to the future. Leo joined Rose in staring straight ahead, watching the back of the woman who was trying to clear a path towards a new future. Make sure your, like, stance is all good and all that. Gotta get close. Let's leave it at that. You've gotten a bit better. Thank you for teaching me. Wonder if this will make it a bit less of a burden. You've never been one. Thanks. It will be good for you to practice every now and then. It's a perfect way to relieve your stress. You're good at teaching, Leo. Normalize shooting Caleb. Put pictures of Caleb up there. Normalize it. I heard from Cyrus you were instructor for new troops during the war, weren't you? Pretty much. It takes me back. Leo turned his back to Rose and pointed his gun at the target again. But earlier, you said you fought in a country to the south. Isn't training new troops something you do inside the country? Oh, or were you an instructor here before being sent down south? Nope, it was both of those. I did my part as an instructor in a country to the south. Leo's gun let out a crisp sound as it fired. A small hole opened up in the forehead of the silhouette target. Were your students really good? Yeah. All of them were simply excellent. Oh. Sorry. Rose didn't miss it when Leo's tone darkened slightly. She instantly regretted stepping into a subject that ought not to be brought up. Surely his students had gone into the battlefield after that and died. It must be painful to lose students who made it through joys and sorrows with you. No, they're all alive. Oh, they are? After all, the enemy never attacked until Japan surrendered and pulled out. I see. It's wonderful that they're all alive. Yeah. I promised them all sorts of things. They all believed innocently in what I said. They stuck through the harshest training, talking about their dreams. That sounds pretty wonderful. Not at all. I broke my promise to them. Huh? I'll protect you. I'll make your dreams come true. Even though I promised them that, I betrayed them myself. Once again, a crisp sound rang out. Unlike the bullet that accurately pierced the target's forehead, this one only barely managed to graze the target. Rose had no way of understanding what happened in that country to the south. However, even that easygoing Leo had received deep wounds during the war. Of course he had. Rose regretted not being able to recognize that before now. I know that Japan surrendered and the war ended. However, I'm the same as Caleb. My war isn't over. There's only one way to end it. I understand. I do understand. How are you gonna end it? Leo, I don't want to break a promise. I don't want to break a promise again. I'm a bodyguard of Primavera, who swore to protect Madame Rose. This time I'll fulfill just that promise. Leo. Rose gently held Leo's back. Thanks. Both the disaster and the war, far too many things have happened. Everyone is bearing deep wounds in their heart. Didn't I decide to step into this world myself, to heal those wounds even a little bit? Maybe I've been thinking of myself as the most unfortunate, tragic heroine in the world. However, everyone's unfortunate. Everyone's hurting. Even Leo, with his never-ending bold smile, is suffering from wounds of the heart that still haven't healed. He called me a light in a dark era. My eyes are looking towards their ideal homeland. If I walk, it will form a path. When Leo and Wayne said that, there's no doubt they were prepared to give up their lives. I will become stronger. Instead of letting people be hurt, I want the strength to accept those wounds myself. I can't sit around depressed forever, right? I'm Madame Rose. I don't just want to save everyone in Primavera. I want to save all of my countrymen. We're in a very painful situation right now, but we still have responsibility to give it our all. You're so much stronger than someone like me, Rose. I'll definitely end your war, Leo. I'm sure I'll be able to bear the wounds in your heart, too. Thanks. Rose walked closer, stretched and kissed Leo lightly on the cheek. A nihilistic grin suits you best, Leo Shishigami. This time Leo kissed Rose on the cheek. And a wonderful smile suits you best, Rose Haibara. Yeah. Rose's face was bright and clear, as though the clouds that had been covering it this whole time were swept away. Leo couldn't help but feel a sense of true reliability coming from her. Yes! Yes! Hug! Give me Rose. A single car entered a dim alley in the middle of the night. Rose is a fucking goddess. Ugh, she's so sweet. How could someone not like her? She's amazing. She's just so pure and so wonderful. So fucking cute, too. My God. Like, I just love to see her changing, getting more of an edge to her, like really coming into her own, not taking shit anymore. She's going to put that gun up Caleb's throat. I was going to say up his ass, but it's kind of weird. But down his throat, and she's going to fucking fire, end his life. I want Rose to be the one to kill him, because that would be very satisfying. I know it'll be Leo because, war buddy meme shit, but Rose should. Saying that she's the person that will save her fucking people, not Caleb. That would be great. As it did, a car sitting on the side of the road flashed its lights at once as a signal. The entering car repeated the signal, and men got out of the two cars. They were both bosses under the Caleb family. Hey, long time no see. Bastard, what'd you think you're doing calling me to a dump like this? Is there anywhere left in the city that isn't a dump? You know what I'm talking about, right? City 23 is finished. We gotta fucking go. Might be. Caleb's been squeezing everybody dry after all. 100 million is just an insane number. Anyway, those occupying forces guys will never deal with Japanese people like us. So what are you trying to tell me? There's just one thing I'd like to ask. Are you the kind of moron who'd stand around on a sinking ship, or aren't you? You think Caleb's on his way out? There's no doubt he's a pretty incredible person. However, he's been too rough and went a bit too far. We're ticks on this town. We live by sucking its blood. If we suck too much and kill the city, we go down with it. They may have been villains, but they were all fully aware of their position as parasites. So in the past, they had kept their turf fees and protection money to a level that the city dwellers could afford to pay. If you have a chicken that lays eggs every day, you should be satisfied with just the eggs. If you kill the chicken because you want to eat meat, you'll never be able to get anything from it again. See, that's why you hatch those eggs, and then you have more chickens to lay more eggs. Like, that's what you need to do. Like, for Caleb, the responsible thing to do would be to cultivate the businesses inside of Japan, help everyone out, circulate the money around, like, equally and distribute, like, not equally necessarily, but you can take, like, a small proportional based protection fee and then redistribute that into, like, the lower people that really need that money to help boost your local economy to get more chickens that will lay more eggs, and i.e. more protection money. But that's thinking long-term and investments. He's not thinking capital investments, he's thinking of just get rich quick. However, when it's an unreasonable order to gather 100 million, the Kale family had gone around killing the chickens of City 23. But he didn't have to. He didn't have to deal with these people. Yet. He could have waited. And actually got this power. Kale has been acting like a huge fool, tearing the planks off the bottom of his boat to use for firewood. And just what'll happen to us when the boat sinks. We should move over to a lifeboat. With nothing but the clothes on our backs? If you're no fool, you'll move whatever you can grab right now onto the boat with you. I get your point, but where are you gonna run to? Even a lifeboat just can't bob on the waves forever. We need a harbor that'll accept it. I won't go into details, but I've heard from a certain family in another city. Their conditions? Half of the money we scrapped together. 50 million? We'll split up the other half. Will this family really accept us? I guarantee it. They're planning to push into C23 someday. When they do, they'll need someone highly ranked with some local knowledge. They're an American mafia. But the capo who's gonna back us is Japanese. Fucking Chapo. He actually came in the same time as me. Nice guy. I'm sure we'll get along with him too. I like behind the scenes they're just saying like, fuck this dude, he's dumb. I see. So we finally gathered 100 million. Congrats, Caleb. We finally did it. It's truly a delight, Father. Now we can finally push our way into the occupying forces. Well done. Very well done, men. Now we can finally take that special offers window. The special offers window was a Shadow Dweller's privilege, the power to get first pickings at business offers from the occupying forces. The foreign mafia and corrupt politicians who had that power were using it to swindle the workers out of their wages. Caleb had gone to extremes to obtain that right and protect the laborers' pay. Except you destroyed all of the fucking labor here, you moron. That way we'll finally be able to save our war buddies, won't we? Yes, we will. We'll make wages for jobs increase and everyone will prosper. But everyone already failed, you dipshit. Decent jobs at decent wages for decent food and decent living conditions. Men will be able to take back their duty, their pride of supporting their households. Ah yes, women can finally get back into their fucking place. Who did they think they are? Trying to make money. Stupid fucking women. And then eventually, we'll be able to take back the lives and lifestyles they lost in the war. That way I'll finally be able to end my war. Caleb was staring up at the ceiling, his fist shaking. Congratulations, Father Caleb. When Amanda clapped her hands, everyone followed suit. Surrounded by a quiet applause, Caleb closed his eyes for a while. Contact Butler. Tell him we've prepared 100 million. We've kept our end of the province, now it's time for him to honor their end. Yes, Father. However, Father, will they really deal with us? What's that? Haha, what are you talking about? They'll deal. After all, we've got 100 million, just like they said. Exactly. If we could do that, they would acknowledge us as their partners. That was the promise. Okay. And there's a promise, a battle, that we have won. This is now a promise between men and the occupying forces. No, between men. I've fulfilled my obligation of gathering 100 million. What would be funny if he just turned around and said, yeah, all the American dollars don't count. You can't take it from our citizens. Fucking tossed him back out. Shit on his throat. So, they're now obligated to respond with their end of the deal. They won't. Oh, sorry to keep you waiting. This Butler. That's right, I was just contacted by the Caleb family. They said they've collected 100 million, so now it's time for us to keep our end of the deal. Yes, that's right. They've gone to very excessive lengths to gather up that 100 million. That has caused quite a lot of friction in various quarters. And that doesn't include just city dwellers, but their own core members as well. Now that the Caleb family's crossed the line, they've just puffed up like a balloon. Just poke the one point called Caleb and boom. That's all. Yeah, it would be possible now. If we get rid of that one person, the Caleb family will collapse in pieces. Butler set down the receiver. His right-hand officers were standing at the ready in the same room. The Director General has given the go for assassination. Caleb will bring the money here on Friday. On his way back, we'll do it. Understood. We'll get snipers ready. I'll take Caleb to his car. When I drop my glove, that'll be the signal. Understood. Still, those geezers really are greedy, aren't they? You got that right. They get him to bring in the money, then offer him bullets as a parting gift? We can't let it get out that we're the ones behind this. After the sniping, we can just tell him that an organization, some other city apparently sent in a hitman. As long as Caleb disappears, family will be split right away. And the maggots can crush each other however they like, and we can get things to quiet down in City 23. Thanks to the Caleb family's violence, the Japanese city dwellers will leave. The Japanese mafia will disappear too. And once City 23 is quiet, we can trick low-income earners in the States into thinking this a glorious new frontier. Getting them to start immigrating over one after another once again. Then they'll get work to the bone for low wages, and those damn geezers will fill their pockets more and more. Damn, it's almost like it's not a Japanese issue, but it's more like a capitalism issue. How sad is it to be a servant of the court? Wish I could go have a drink at Primavera again. Unless I get a look at Rose's beautiful eyes, I might suffocate on my own vomit. Wonder how Rose is doing. Was that girl who wanted to save her countrymen just a dreamer? Or could she become City 23's Jeanne d'Arc? God, I wish. Oh my god, the other person's named Jean. Oh, good fucking meme shit. If she was blonde, I'd be down for it. I'd definitely call her Jean. Chinese. Cyrus, give it all you got. You got it. Still got lots of fight left in me. Hey, look out! Come on, be careful! His opponent moves well. He keeps sliding from blind spot to blind spot. Fuck. Damn, stop swaying about! They were having a sparring contest with Lee's underlings underneath the restaurant. It was a friendly match to blow off stress, not a fight, but things keep heating up. A Chinese walk that was being used in place of a gong rang out, signaling the end of the final round. A splendid performance from both sides. Cyrus, how strong you are. That was a tough fight. Quan Fa? King? Oh no, it would be like Ching Fa? I think. Because I'm pretty sure like Q's are like K's or CH's. One of those. Really forced to be reckoned with. Their fucking syllables are really fucked up. And it's like sounds. Cyrus shook hands with him and hugged his opponent, then came back. The men were burning with enthusiasm, each yearning to fight next. It's times like this that I curse my body's frailty. Enough that, brother. We don't need you forgetting your age and getting yourself hurt. Now, even I'd like to have a go. Another want to fight with me? Anyone want to fight with me? Come on, Meryl. You can't do that. What if you got hurt? My, looks like they got pretty excited over there. Seems the next challenger stepped up. Oh, Bass. I fought with 3 guys. Let me take a break. That means it's my turn, right? I'll do it. I said no. Sheesh. Try to act more like a lady, Meryl. Ah. You mean me? The next challenger pointed at Leo and challenged him to come forward. Leo didn't feel like fighting, but he knew that refusing would ruin the atmosphere here. What do you say, Madame Rose? If you ordered, I could show off a bit. Sure. Good luck, Leo. Leo loosened up his shoulders and stepped forward. His opponent was largely built, you don't say, and seemed to have confidence in his offense and defensive strength. Pleased to meet you. Let's enjoy our match. Ah! Noises. What are they saying? He's telling you to come at him first. He's trying to provoke you. He's calling you weak. Leo isn't weak at all. What a rude person. He picked me up. Doing what? Nothing. This man is a bit of an impudent side. He has caused me much trouble as well. Leo, if you teach this man a lesson, I would be much obliged. What? I've even gotten permission from your boss. Wanna have a go? Okay, then I guess I'll start. Picks him up, flips him. Leo slowly removed his jacket and rotated his shoulders. Then he tossed his jacket aside, and the instant drifted to the ground, he kicked off the floor. Oh, fuck. I wasn't ready. Big man. Fucking big dude. No, 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 no. Oof. Give me that KO, thank you. Oh, that means that there's another fight. It didn't give me an ending. It all happened in an instant. The large Chinese man's body flew through the air and smashed against the wall. He had apparently received a concussion, and he lay spread eagle on the ground, staring at the ceiling with his eyes unfocused. There were no cheers, everyone was dumbfounded and lost for words. And so his applause consisted of only one person. Rose. Oh, boo. So this is the skill that defeated Alfred one-on-one, and which even Caleb desired so much. You surpass even the rumors, Leo Shishigami. I've heard from Stella. And I've heard from Stella. You may be young, but I hear you're pretty good yourself. The Black Dragon of the Golden Dragon Society, Lee Meiju. A man who has made his name as a young but capable assassin, who had defeated the leaders of a rival organization with rapid speed. He was now a highly ranked member of the organization and had subordinates under him, but his edge had not dulled in the slightest. Known as stepping forward to be your next opponent. It seems there is no helping it. In that case, I will be your final opponent. Lee smiled thinly, gave the iguana on his shoulder to a subordinate, and removed his jacket. Then, with a flexible motion, he did what looked like a Qingfa movement. Because it's not like Quanfa. Because that would make sense. It's Chinese, and like everything doesn't make sense. He moves well. Crap. That's penguin. What? No, that just now was Baji Quan. Is that strong? The penguin treats the body like a whip, specializing in long distance fighting. The other one, on the other hand, treats the body like a boulder, specializing in short range fighting. So basically, you're saying he's strong with no weak points. Thank you, Meryl. People age when they stop moving their bodies. That is not bad. I can feel the youth returning to my arms and legs. Leo? I can win. I've got something decisive he doesn't have. Big ass dick. Cute girl's cheering me on. Give her a kiss, and then easily body the shit out of him. Leo and Lee slowly approach each other. The two men were burning with pre-fight enthusiasm. The crowd watching over them fell silent as though numbed by a quiet tension. Please, go easy on me. Hey Lee, it's just for fun, right? But of course. However, it means a bit more than that to me. Is Primavera truly a dragon worthy of our protection or not? That is the question. I see, then there's something I've got to test too. Oh. Let's see if Oolong Tea tastes even better after workout. In that case, let's begin our respective tests. Who attacks first? Thank you. Oh god. I can only do 3, because I'm too fucking good. Ooh, okay. Just please don't do a lot of these. Oh my god. Oh my god. This is too close on all of these. Rose. Give me strength. No. Oh my god. I had 0 time left on that one. Because I fucking misclicked. Thank god. That one, I would have gotten 100% on that. Yay!